In America, there's one big advertising campaign that does sell a lot of product, and it's apparently very well loved. Over here in the United Kingdom, not as known, not as well loved. But earlier this year, that particular brand decided to go down this particular route. You know the one I'm talking about? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. And as ever, nice to have your company. Welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Let's have a big wave today. You all right? Yes? Not bad. I've got flies on me now. I know. It's when you get warm, isn't it? I think they come and get you. I'm not sure. What do you mean it's just you, Neil? Like a rotting corpse standing here, aren't I? But seriously, when you look at brands, in particular in this wokeratory world, it's fascinating, isn't it, to see them implode. Because if you look at this brand, Bud Light, they decided earlier this year to hire a trans activist, Dylan Mulvaney, and it caused a sensation, did it not? Everybody was up in arms, and then he, they, their, whatever they want to call themselves. I'm just calling him he, by the way. He basically came out and was the face and became an instant celebrity. Everybody wanted to know him, and of course, sales plummeted. And then they decided to fire one of their executives who came up with the idea. Everything was lost. And we're talking millions and millions of pounds because it is a popular product. And this is where I find it very strange in these particular times, because whoever signed that off really was the person, in my opinion, that should get the bullet. It's not the little people below. Why should they be given the boot simply because somebody at the top decided this was a good idea? But back to Dylan. Is he the shrewdest man, like quite literally, in advertising and in marketing? Because he's now raised his profile to the absolute max. But now he's turned on the product that made him famous. As ever, let me explain. You see, he's basically said that he's gone through torture since all of this backlash happened, since being the star of Bud Light. So much so, he'd hoped that the company may have reached out because he's been trapped in his house, abused, daren't go out, and apparently his life's become intolerable. I'm not so sure I quite believe Mr. Mulvaney, but there you go. Something of an attention seeker, always on social media and always ready to share a thought. But nonetheless, one now very famous, for a short period at least, and very rich. But this is very damaging for the brand of Bud Light. You see, by ticking a box and basically claiming you're shining a light, waving a flag, then you have to follow up. And so far, according to Dylan Mulvaney, they've cut him loose, left him high and dry, and as far as they're concerned, not bothered. We put a call into the bosses over in the United States of Bud Light, who refused to discuss this ongoing drama, making it all the more very unsavoury. But whichever way you look at it, is he the winner or is the company the loser for not simply dealing with the product in hand? And as ever, I'd love to know, if you were a Bud Light drinker, would you buy it again, or are you now through and found a new brand? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.